Hello, Jeans.
Hi, Benjamin. You're gonna shine today, right?
Yes, it's a bit difficult to talk about the Yuan nation.
It's okay.
It's okay. Okay, relax. Yeah, talking about the chart, right? Why people had to understand what the Bible telling you the veneration? Okay, because
people actually mean me. Like,
some people.
I found it's really hard to follow the
Mm-hmm.
story.
Yeah,
like it's kind of like in terms of time, it's really messy.
yeah. In terms of time, really messy. Now I have a chart. This chart is like this is time wise across. This is about the situation, events.
Yeah.
Not only events, the point of view.
Okay.
Like God look at the world in this way. Like what happened in the sky means the spiritual level, and what happened to the disciple, disciple, and what happened politically, and what happened religion.
Okay.
Right, to
different
religion.
aspect.
Yeah. So God write the book in this way. So He talk about what happened in the spiritual way, and then He talk about the disciple, and then He talk about the politics. He talk in this way. So sometimes you read the veneration, it seems the world is end, and then it's suddenly starting from the beginning.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Because he has this point of view is finished. This point of view is started another point of view, so that you think, oh, why it end, and then it started again.
Yeah.
So that's why I tell you.
Did you figure it out yourself?
Huh?
Or actually somebody figured it out?
No,
Like the way we read it.
I because I don't understand what it say, so I write down this chart.
Oh, so you figure it out yourself?
Yeah, so I write down a chart, and then I found out. I write event by event inside the chart. Some event is very obvious. When it will happen and what point of view this is, so that you can write. You write down some of them, and then you will start to understand what the other event is. All the issue you write down in the paper, then you understand what happened. Right? Then you figure out God. We actually talking the story in this way, like point of view, and because we are under time, we are following time animals. That's why we have to understand what God is saying. So this time I trying to tell the story by timing, and that people easy to understand. But it won't be follow the paragraph of veneration of the Bible. Okay, it will jump one paragraph to the other paragraph because we trying to tell the story time wise. Okay. Then first of all, I would like to introduce before the end of the world. About 2,000 years ago, we talked from the beginning, not from the beginning of human being, but from the beginning of Jesus Christ. And what happened by that time? Can you read for me?
Sure.
Yeah.
This one, right?
Yeah.
And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars.
Yeah.
Continue?
Yeah, continue.
And she being with child cried, travailing in birth, and pained to be delivered.
Yeah. Actually, this woman is represent Israel. Yeah. It's not
Maria.
Maria.
Yeah,
because you read later, this woman is you understand that never can be a Maria.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, doesn't make sense. This woman is Israel, and he has a crown. Is for 12 stars.
Yeah.
Because Israel has 12 sons. Yeah.
12 sons. What does it mean?
12 sons, and then each son become branch by each branch. 12 branch actually. Okay? So they follow each branch. There's a 12 branch of Israel. Okay, like that. So this woman represents Israel, and by that time, before Jesus born, he is ruled by Rome. and they facing a lot of challenge and a lot of war at that time. Is tortured by people and under control. That time of colony is not like this time of colony.
Right.
That time colony is really hard to
Slavery,
survive. Yeah, it's quite slavery, right? And so they cry out. They want a Messiah. They want the Messiah to come. That's why, right? Then come to the third.
So then, and there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his head.
Mm-hmm.
Wanna continue? Or?
Yeah, continue.
And his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven, and did cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman, which was ready to be delivered, for to devour her child as soon as it was born.
Yeah, there's this become that time that king that he tried to kill the child Jesus, right? Before he born, right? If you read that story, you know
you
what
mentioned
happened.
it before.
Now it mentioned in the sky. What happened in the sky? They say they translate the sky to heaven. It's totally wrong. Satan in heaven. Can you imagine Satan in heaven?
Oh.
So this actually is it's to translate in sky, but they translate in heaven. It doesn't matter.
But did they successfully translate him as hidden? Satan?
Yeah.
They
Another
didn't say
wonder. Heaven.
the dragon.
Wonder in heaven. And
I know.
behold,
But the dragon, did they know that it's Satan, or they didn't know?
they of course they know the
They
red
know.
dragon. Of course is Satan.
Okay.
Everybody knows the red dragon is Satan.
Oh.
and this red dragon has 7 head, right?
7 head.
And 10 horns, right? Something like that.
That's the 7 head and 10 horns represent his followers.
Yeah, he is a group.
It's a group
It's
of
a group angels.
A group of angels follow
Yeah,
Satan,
or
right?
you can say a group of devils, right?
Right.
People want to be like devils and angels because
separate.
Yeah, separate.
The
because,
real angel.
Yeah, if they want to try to balance the world, there's good and then there's a bad, right? But actually, they all angels.
Right.
Okay, so if you want to say it's devil. Okay, anyway, yeah, there's 1/3 of angels become devils and follow Satan, and there's some other big angels. They also become devils, right? So there's 7 of them following Satan. So they're totally 8.
Okay. How? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
About the 10 horn, what does it mean?
The horn means power.
Oh.
Horn in Bible means power. They got a lot of power. That means 10 doesn't mean only 10. 10 means a lot of.
Okay.
The meaning of 10 in Bible is mean a lot of. Like in Chinese say 3 people walk together and then you can learn from other. Doesn't really mean 3 people. It means a lot of people walk together and then we can learn from one another. That means right. Like more than 2, more than 3. There's a lot in Chinese say, right?
So his tail actually, what is it? His tail drew the third part of the stars. So the third part of the stars, it means that 1/3 of the angels.
Yes, that means 1/3 of the angel, and then he come in the earth and then he killed Jesus. Okay.
He came to the earth.
Yeah, can kill Jesus.
Try to kill, but he did kill.
He did kill.
Yes.
He
At
did
the end,
kill
he did kill
Jesus.
Jesus.
He did kill Jesus, and then after he killed Jesus, the Michael, angel Michael, right, is get a war with Satan group.
That's a good angel.
Yeah, that's a good angel.
Michael is a good
Michael
angel.
is the biggest.
Oh.
Is the leader, the angel leader.
leader.
He is the leader. Yeah, angel is like a military. They
Military.
They like soldiers. right? So they are very clear who is the leader.
Okay.
So Michael is the top leader.
Okay.
Yeah, like
They have orders, they have leaders.
yeah, they are leaders, right? So Satan is one of the small group leaders.
Oh.
Okay, so he betrayed God, and then he fight with Michael. They fight together, and then Satan is what?
Here.
No, Satan. Yeah, this part, and the great dragon.
And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him.
Yeah, so that you know, right? Satan is has no more place in the sky. Yeah, he cannot face to God and talk anything to God. God don't want to see him anymore. So because he cannot be in the sky, and where he go?
So he
Go down.
came to the earth.
Yeah.
Like this one. And when the dragon saw that he was cast unto the earth, he persecuted the woman which brought forth the man child. And to the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness.
That's fine. Yeah, that means when Satan chase out is what the Satan was rushed out from the sky. Okay, and he down to the earth, right? Down to earth. Right?
Yeah, he came down.
Then he came down to earth, and then he just want to kill whoever following Jesus, right?
Israel, right?
Yeah, like Israel. What do you mean by Israel?
The Son of God.
Yeah, the Son of God. Yeah, he just want to kill all the Son of God, right? He kill them all. Nobody know this commandment. It's better nobody notice it.
Right.
So he killed because first of all, who follow the commandment, who know the commandment is Israel people, the nation, those people, right? So he tried to kill all that people, and then later he found out that some other people is following this commandment. Is in here, in the 17th, and the dragon.
And the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnants of her seed, which keep the commandments of God and have the testimony of Jesus Christ.
See?
Oh, that's why a lot of stuff were lost.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people were killed.
There's a lot of people were killed, and there's some other people that is not in the nation of Israel, and it's some other people like us, right? It's follow this commandment. So people has to follow the commandment, right? Otherwise, you are the follower of Satan, right? Satan want to kill who? Satan want to kill those people that follow Jesus.
Right. Makes sense.
Yeah. So those people nowadays say you believe in Jesus, you don't really need to know whatever. You just believe in Jesus. It's totally lie.
BS, right?
Okay, so any other question? Oh, we that's another in another book, right? We have to.
Yeah, a little bit details of the story of how Satan was cast out.
Yeah, see.
And she showed me Joshua the high priest standing before the angel of the Lord, and Satan standing at his right hand to resist him. And the Lord said unto Satan, the Lord rebuke thee. O Satan, even the Lord that have chosen Jerusalem rebuke thee. Is not this brand plucked out of the fire?
Yeah, this is a King James version. Yeah, it's an old book.
Yeah.
Why we choose King James version old book? Because the oldest translation is the
More original.
more original, more like the original.
Yeah.
Like nowadays, those book is totally different from the Bible.
Modern version. 2.0.
Yes, they
3.0.
try to say something and then
To favor them.
use to favor their religion. Is another story. So we use the old translation. Okay. There's Joshua in the older day called Joshua, but in the modern day called Jesus. Actually, Joshua is Jesus, a different translation. So under Hebrew is Joshua, but under Greek it called Jesus. Okay, it's a different translation, but it's the same guy, same name actually. So this point out that the law, the angel stand in front of the law. Means God, right? Then the angel tells Satan, say, what are you doing? It's just like what he say to the rebuker, right?
Rebuke?
Rebuke. Rebuke. Yeah.
Rebuke.
That's what God command Satan actually, right?
What?
Right?
But that was a question. Living here?
Yeah, this week.
Right.
So, so you know, right? This paragraph in Revelation that means Satan is chased out from the sky.
Yeah, I actually kind of get the pattern right now. It's not totally hidden though. It's like it's kind of make a lot of some analogy or like some story to cover a little bit. So, for example, the woman represents Israel, and then the next paragraph actually it explains a little bit though.
Yes.
And then you hide a little and explain a little.
Yeah.
Like that though.
Yes.
So that is good because if you didn't translate it well or if it didn't make sense, so the next one that explain it will not make sense because the next one give you some clue. Right, the next one give you some clue that if you didn't explain it well, the clue wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
So you have to explain it well.
That's the reason why this God write the Revelation in this way. That's a reason because actually he don't want Satan know what happened. Right? Because if he write down straightforward, then even Satan know what happened. He will try to change the issue.
Yeah,
right, and he would try to change it and get a different results, right? That's what that's what Satan's always do, right? So, so this is the end of the talk today, right?
Today,
any question?
No, I'm gonna ask you later, but anyway, so it's good. So now we kind of more easier for us to understand how to read the Revelation.
Yeah.
And then next time we may talk about the second horse, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.